Let's ask Sean Brady the tough questions and ask him why he did this, why he broke our hearts. He's kind enough to join us right here and now on the program. Hello, Sean. How are you?
What up? I'm good, brother. How are you?
We're all heartbroken here. First of all,
I
how dare
know.
you show up with that jersey on this program, okay? We don't support
I
them.
did it just for you. I did it just for
You son of a. I'm still salty. I'm trying to move on with my life, all right? You know we would have beaten your ass had we
at
shown up,
least
right?
at least we put the Chiefs to bed
At
though.
least,
Like
but you know we would have beaten you. You know you got lucky.
you guys couldn't even make it there though.
Yeah. If I'm being
It's
honest, I don't know if we beat that version of you guys. If I'm being honest.
that was so that little backstory. My baby was born 6/12 right before kickoff. So
Wow.
18 minutes before kickoff. And yeah, so me and my wife were watching in the hospital, and I had a feeling they were going to blow them out, but I didn't think it was going to be like that. So yeah, I don't think any team was beating us on that Sunday.
Yo, that's incredible. You watched your team win the Super Bowl as you became a dad. Your daughter is born. A daughter, right?
Daughter, yes,
Daughter
yes.
born in the
Daughter,
hospital. You're like it's on in the TV.
on the
Wow.
with the doctors, with the nurses, with my wife's mom, with my wife. She delivered. I'm telling you, 6/12. Baby comes out. Kickoff is at 6:30. We have it on the TV. I have it on my iPad, and yeah, for the rest of the night, we watched the Eagles win the Super Bowl.
So my wife still to this day gives me crap because I remember that they put the thing at the top of the Freedom Tower in 2012, the little pointy thing, and they said it was going to be
Yeah.
1,776 feet in honor of 1776. And I remember that airing on TV as she was delivering our first son. And I always talk about how I remember it happening. And she's like, "Yeah, you were more focused on the TV than you were on me." Did you get crap for focusing on the football game?
No, because honestly, it went so smooth. Like it was over with it for her. She pushed for like 20 or 25 minutes. The baby was out. Everything was good. And literally before you know it, we were chilling watching the Super Bowl. So she was
Wow.
watching with me. Yeah.
What a night.
So crazy Sunday for us for sure.
And mom and baby doing great?
Everything's good. Yeah. Healthy as can be. Mom's healthy. Baby's healthy. We're all good.
Wonderful. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, what is your response to the allegations that you are ducking GC by taking
So
the easier fight?
first of all,
Yeah.
I do apologize to the boys for not meeting up with them in Philly at
Yeah. What about
BKFC.
that?
So I was cornering my teammate. He was the first fight of the night, and then we were moving around with him, and then it was nuts after that. Like I was barely on my phone. I was watching the fights, and then yeah, the day kind of got away from me. I did feel bad that we didn't link up, but like I said, there were so many guys from Philly on the card. Once I got out into the crowd, I was just watching the fights. Like I'd never seen anything like that. To be honest, it was the craziest event. Like they could tell you the energy in that place of the Wells Fargo was insane. So I was just like kind of taking it all in, just being a spectator.
You enjoyed it?
As as a fan,
Yeah.
100%. I hope I never see any of my teammates do it again. I hope I don't have to corner anybody for it. It's very different and it's very brutal. But like as far as a spectator, it's the most entertaining thing I've ever seen. Like pure entertainment, craziest thing I've ever seen.
Would you do it?
Hell no. I'm a grappler. My wife texted me like right away after watching it. She was like, "You will never ever do this." The check would have to be insane for me to do that.
By the way, how is Eddie doing?
Eddie's good. Eddie's good. His jaw was all good. I talked to him a couple of days afterwards. He was talking completely fine. My teammate that night, Ito, he's 5-0. His last two fights were a PFL. He was kind of doing this while just waiting to get another MMA fight. He broke his hand in two spots, but it's all healed up now. So we're hoping to get him back. I'm like, listen, bare knuckle can come somewhere else down the road. We got to get you back to MMA. But yeah, it was a crazy experience.
By the way, Connor, have you noticed that I've now asked Sean twice and he
I'm,
continues to not answer
I
the
mean,
question?
this is what I'm saying. He's
It's a
just
bit
like,
awkward.
He's like, bro, I
Yeah.
wasn't really using my phone. I checked his IG the next day. He had like 18. The little dots at the top were just like, grrr. It was just like pictures of him at the concession stand out in the stands. He's just like, I wasn't even on my phone. Dude was glued to his phone all night. Didn't want to link up. You keep being like,
To be
are you
fair,
ducking? He's
to be
ducking the question
fair,
right now.
To to be fair, nobody from the other side reached out to me either.
Whoa,
So
That was on my manager Rick, man. I don't
no one
fraternize
hit me
with the
up
enemy.
here. So let's give me some grace here.
Look, the guy's been busy. BKFC, a baby. Congratulations, by the way.
Baby, and then I get home, I have
Super
a fight.
Bowls.
I was a little Super Bowl. We got a lot going on over here.
And now another perfect excuse. The Leon Edwards fight falls in your lap. It's just like, well, I can keep avoiding this bike ride. I just don't have to do it. I'll fly to London.
It's like God just doesn't want me to lose to you. So he's just going to keep lining up other things for me.
You said it. You took the words right out of my mouth. You know. I'm glad you're willing to admit it, Sean.
I know.
This isn't one of those things where it doesn't happen and it's never going to happen. This has to happen.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
All I need is a date.
It's going to happen. Let me go take care of business in London, and then we'll set it up.
All right, fair enough. Let's talk about London. So you have the baby. That's on a Sunday, right?
Yup.
When do you find out about this?
So we get home from the hospital Tuesday. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb because I have so many people calling me, just like trying to congratulate me, which is awesome. But like it's kind of overwhelming. So I just had my phone on Do Not Disturb. I see Lloyd called me. So I'm like, all right. Like I thought he was just calling to congratulate me. So called him back, and he was like, hey, do you want to fight Leon in London? And I'm like, yeah, but I had to go. I was walking my dog at the time. I was like, I got to go talk to my wife first to see if she's cool with picking up, because I wasn't even going to train that week. So I was like, yeah, like I have to just go talk to my wife. And then she was on board with it. I'm like, I just got to go. I went right back to training. That was on a Tuesday, go back to training. And then it kind of took about a week to kind of get done, which was kind of not annoying, but like kind of like had me on edge. I'm like, all right, is this happening? Is this not happening? So I was just training, getting ready for the fight, hoping that it would happen. And then last week they called and we had the contract and everything was done.
So there was kind of like a week, 10-day period there where you were unsure.
A week, a solid week, like from a Tuesday to a Wednesday, like 8 days where they were saying like there was stuff going on behind the scenes. I didn't know. Obviously, none of us knew what was going on with Jack. Like, I thought Jack was hurt, so I'm like, why is this taking so long to figure out? Come to find out, he's fighting Belal. So I guess there was just a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that they had to figure out. And yeah, but it took about a week.
So I remember when we were first talking about your next move, and you had mentioned Leon in London, and you said like it's not ideal for me given the timing, baby and whatnot, but of course this is a big fight and I will do it. Now that you're in the midst of it, and I know it's relatively fresh, but you know that fight is in less than a month. How is it balancing everything? Yeah,
I mean, for me, like ever since my Gilbert fight, I've always kind of been getting ready for a 5-round fight. So it's weird. Like I knew something. I didn't know this exact situation was going to happen, but I knew something was going to happen to where I just wanted to be ready in case a short notice fight came up, in case anything happened where I would be ready. And if I was able, ready, healthy, that I'd be able to say yes. And that's what this was. It was around a little less than 5 weeks out when I found out, which is still, it's short notice, but still a good enough amount of time, especially because I was already training and staying in the gym, keeping my weight low, doing all the things that pro athletes are supposed to do. Then you add in, you have to travel to London, which still not ideal, but it's only 7 hours. Like I went to Abu Dhabi, so I know kind of what I'm getting myself into there. But yeah, like I talked to my wife, talked to my team, and they're all on board. And it's not like when I got the call, I was like, oh man, what the hell? I was like excited. I'm like, let's go. Because the way it was looking, I wanted to fight in April. I wanted to fight in January before the baby came. Didn't hear anything. Then I was hoping to fight Leon in London. They gave it to Jack. Then I was trying to fight I was hoping to be on the Miami card. We weren't hearing anything. So at this point, it was going to look like I wasn't going to fight until June or May. So to get a year where I can start fresh, like I've had a few, like it's been like the last 3 years, I've only fought once. And some things were my fault, some things not. But now I get to start the year off a fight in the first quarter of the year. Like I'm super excited, and it's already close. Like it's 3 or 4 weeks. It's 3.5 weeks away. There's nothing to think about. I just have to train, be a dad, take care of my stuff, and and go out there. This is my job. Like I'm ready, I'm able, and I'm willing to go take the risk and take the chance to go in Leon's backyard and fight the number one guy who is a former champion.
By the way, who were they talking about, or was there no even talks of who you might be fighting if it was May, June? Like, who was on the docket?
We were hoping Lloyd was pushing for me and Kamaru,
Ah,
but I hit up Kamaru, I DM'd him and was just like, hey bro, like both of us are the only guys not matched up, like, and he was super cool, super responsive, and he was like, yeah, like we'll just kind of see where everything goes, but nothing, like we didn't hear anything from the UFC brass. I was also looking for like maybe Ian, but obviously I was hearing Ian wasn't fighting until the summertime, so I wasn't trying to wait for that. So, but yeah, literally we didn't have any offers for anything, and then this was our first official offer.
um, the way the dominoes fell after Shavkat's injury, JDM moves to Montreal. You get this fight. Anything surprise you? You know, I was just asked earlier, like, why did JDM get the shot and not Leon or not Ian or not
Yeah.
Kamara? Like, are you surprised by how it all went
No,
down?
no, it makes sense. Like MMA math, like I talked to a few people about this too. They're like, oh, like Jack isn't like on a he's on a good streak for sure. He just beat Gilbert, but if you like Belal beat me last, so obviously they're not going to give it to me right away. He just beat Leon. They're not going to give it to Leon. Kamaru's on a 3-fight losing streak. You can't give it to Kamaru. Like you could, they've done stuff like that before, but it's a hard sell. But where with Jack, it's a fresh guy, fresh face, and he was already number 4 in the division. It's not like he's number 15. So yeah, I mean, I think that makes sense.
Hey there, sorry to interrupt. Just want to remind you, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. We would appreciate it very much. And while you're at it, give us a thumbs up too. You know, we've got live shows, interviews, clips, and a whole lot more going on this here channel. All right, now back to the show. And you talked earlier about Abu Dhabi. That was an experience, right? I believe this will be just the second time that you fight out of the country, right? What
Yeah,
did you learn
yeah.
from that experience that you're looking to, rectify, whatever you want to say, but not have the same experience again in London?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like Abu Dhabi is a 12-hour time difference. So like I definitely didn't go out there early enough. I only went out there 8 or 9 days early, which is what I'm doing for London. I'm going out to London the same amount of time I'm going to Abu Dhabi, where it's a 5-hour difference in London, and Abu Dhabi was 12. So that was an extra 7 hours that kind of threw me off. But yeah, like I talked to my guys at the PI, doing everything they're telling me to do, and yeah, I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. And I'm a different Sean Brady now than I was in 2022. Like after losing that fight, I'm a completely different person, and especially now after just having my baby, I feel like I'm a completely different guy too. So I'm just looking forward to going out there, doing my job, fighting, putting on a show, and that's what's important to me. Is like when I got the call, I was excited about it. Like I was like, yeah, like let's fucking go. Like I'm excited to do this. It wasn't like oh what the fuck, like
Yeah.
they're asking me to do this and on 5 weeks notice. And like I was super excited, and I was like chomping at the pit, like hitting up Lloyd every day, like yo, like let's get this. I even texted Hunter at one point, just like asking him what was going on. So like I was like trying to get this done, and that's yeah, I'm super excited for it.
It sounds cliche, but that's a real thing. You just had your first kid, and now you're going out to battle. Like that
Yeah,
lights a fire under your ass, right? It's a whole different ball
100%.
game now. You feel it.
Different ball game. Yeah, when you're like you hear people talk about their kids and like the love that you have for them and like how you'll do anything, you don't know until you can't explain it until you hold your child in your hands and like what you would do for them. So yeah, I'm going to go to London and I'm going to fucking battle for my kid, and I'm going to change her future.
Have you ever been to London?
No, I haven't.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, seems like a solid place. I'm getting direct flights right out of Philly, so I don't have to no connect. Like I don't have to go to JFK. I don't have to do any of that. So yeah, we're gonna get out there a little bit more than a week early, and yeah, we're gonna make the best of it. I got like 12 to 15 guys coming, so we got a nice team coming.
What was your assessment of Leon's performance against Bilal? Obviously, there's a theory, and he's talked about it. It was at 5 in the morning. Do you think that
Yeah,
fight goes this way, the way in which it did, regardless of the time? What did you see? You know Bilal well, right? You fought him.
yeah,
You've studied Leon now a little bit,
yeah,
I would imagine.
yeah,
What was your assessment?
yeah. I do. I think it would go that same way. If you go back and look at like Leon's, even from his like early fights, he's a very good kickboxer, a very good striker, but he has been known to get taken down and kind of getting held down by early on in his career by like Claudio Silva. When him and Vicente Luque fought, Vicente had some success in the first round. So yeah, it's not like it's a typical like he's a striker. He has very good takedown defense, but if you get him down, you get him flat. He has a hard time getting back up. And Belal kind of. I even like this. The third fight with Kamaru was very, very close. So if you go watch that fight and then you watch Belal, like the writing was on the wall, but Belal really pounded it in there of like a good game plan. But all that can change with one punch, one kick, one knee. It doesn't matter. So you have to be ready for anything.
You're a slight favorite going into this one. I think you're a minus 130. He's a plus 110.
Don't pay attention to it. I don't pay attention to any of this stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't pay attention to any of it. I'm coming off two good wins. He's coming off a loss where they're looking at it, they're like, oh, I'm a guy kind of fighting like Belal, and I'm probably going to go in there and probably try to do the same exact thing, which I will. But I'm coming there to fight, and wherever, if it's on the ground, if it's on the feet, against the cage, I'm coming for a hard fight, and I'm excited because I know Leon's going to bring out the best in me, and that's exciting.
I think that I know the knock on Leon early in his career was that he has a tough time against wrestlers. And that certainly was the case the first time he fought Kamaru Usman back in 2015. But he got a lot better. I mean, Colby had an impossible time trying to do anything as far as wrestling is concerned.
Colby sucks, though. Colby sucks. And Colby still did get him. Colby got a couple shots in there. But no, Leon's an amazing fighter. He's an amazing mixed martial artist. He can grapple. He took Kamaru's back. He had Belal's back. So you can't sleep on him on the ground. He has good wrestling. The game has evolved so much. You have to be good everywhere. You can't just be a kickboxer anymore, So of course, over the years, he's gotten better and better. And yeah, I'm looking forward to testing out his skills everywhere. Where I'm not just a grappler. I can strike too. So you have to be ready for every situation.
Just curious, how do you think JDM Belal goes?
Jack can knock out anybody. Obviously, that's been shown. He's a very hard puncher. But man, you can't bet against Belal. Like he's going out there and prove that he can beat anybody in the world, and he has. So you have to admire that, and you have to respect that. And yeah, I'm going to favor him, especially if you go look at how the Jack fight was going with Gilbert until that last minute. So I think Belal has a good chance for sure.
Was there any talk of you fighting for the belt because you've been more active? JDM hasn't fought in 14. No, none of that.
Yeah, no. First thing I heard about it was me and Leon. That's the only thing I heard about it.
All right.
Obviously, if I didn't lose to Belal, I'm sure I would have that would have been a logical move. But yeah, this will line up a good fight between me and him in the future.
Okay, so what do you think? Like, let's say it all goes well for you on the 22nd of March. Do you think you're the number one contender? How do you think this plays out? There's obviously Shavkat who's out there too, but injured. I heard he might be ready July, August or so. Where does a win over Leon put you?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, Leon's number one, so obviously that would put me at number one. I don't know how that plays out. Like, will Shavkat still get the belt? Would I get it? And then you have so many other guys right there. The top of our division, there's plenty of guys who could be fighting for the belt. So at least we don't have that problem. Like, there's so many guys who are right there. But yeah, I wouldn't mind after I beat Leon, I'd fight again if I had to before fighting for the belt. Like I said, like I used to be so fixated on getting the belt, and I'm very close. But I also just want to go. I want to fight. I want to compete. I want to show.
Hello. Wow. Look at this. Hello. Congratulations.
I want to show the world that I'm the best fighter in the world, and yeah, I'm gonna do that. Whether I have to fight one or two more times before the belt.
Is this your daughter's world debut? Has she appeared on any other show?
No, she hasn't. Hasn't.
Can we put the screen down just a little bit because her head is? Oh, look at that! Is unbelievable. Oh, what an angel! That is amazing. Can I ask what's her name?
Veda. Vada. Veda.
And who's that for? Is she named after someone?
No, so me and my wife were actually having we were trying for like a year before we had her, and we weren't like everything was fine, like, but it was taking a little bit of time. And 1 month we were trying, and we were watching this movie called My Girl, and the girl's name was Veda, and we were like, Kristen really liked it, I really liked it. We were like, if we get pregnant this month, we'll name the baby Veda if it's a girl. and it happened that month. And yeah, so that's kind of like a cool little story behind it.
Sean, these guys on the show, they make fun of me that I don't watch movies. Only movies like in a certain time period of the 90s. When you said Veda, I was going to say Veda, like Sulfanfuss or whatever her name is from My Girl. I was going to mention because I love Macaulay Culkin and I was heartbroken. Congratulations, by the way. Well done.
Thank you.
Happy to hear everyone's doing well. Macaulay Culkin dies.
When he died at the end, I said, it's a tearjerker.
Brutal.
It's a tearjerker.
Anna Klumsky is her name. I loved Anna Klumsky. That's the actress's name. That's a great name.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. So, and it's like I don't know too many Vedas. Neither it's not a very common name. So yeah, it worked out good.
Incredible. What a story. By the way, are you changing diapers? Are you doing all of that?
I've changed a few. I've changed a few poop ones. Not doing too many. My wife's taking on a lot of the duties while I get ready for the fight. But when I get back from London, I'm gonna have many sleepless nights, I'm sure.
So what's the sleeping like now? Are you going in a different?
It's good. No, it's good. As of right now, like I'm doing, like I wake up around 5 to 6 every day, so I do the morning feed, and she's just doing the nighttime feeds.
Okay.
So yeah, once it gets a little bit closer, I'll start sleeping in a different room just to really lock in. But I'm good. Like I always hear people like they kind of use it as an excuse, like, oh, I can't do this because of this with my kids. Or like when I was having her, I'm like, no matter what, I'm not gonna bitch. I'm gonna do all the things I have to get done. And if I'm tired while I'm doing them, it is what it is. Like you can't. The joy I get from looking at her every day. I don't need to sleep that much, but I'm getting like I'm still. I said the other day, I'm like, I got 8 hours last night, felt great. And my wife's looking at me like, you asshole. But no.
You actually say this? You actually say this to her? That takes a lot of courage.
Yeah. But I said it.
Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise, man. You got to be careful with those statements.
I know. You got to be careful. Walking on eggshells.
Yes.
Nah, we're good though, man. Everything's locked in over here. Yeah. So it's super exciting.
Before I let you go, I want to play you a clip. There was a press conference in Montreal today for the Belal JDM fight, and Belal said something about where he stands in the division. Just want to play it for you because you're right there, and you know him quite well, and get your reaction to it, all right?
Yep.
Here it is.
Will I be able to be standing? No. Will he be able to be keeping up with my boxing? I have the best striker in the welterweight division. I'm the best grappler. I'm the best wrestler. I'm the best fighter. You've seen it. Leon Edwards, he was the next one up. He was the GOAT. He knocked out Kamaru Usman, and I made it look easy. I'm going to make it look easy May 10th. People are just going to keep doubting me, and I'm just going to keep breaking those barriers. I'm going to keep showing you guys I'm the best fighter in the world. He's coming out of the kiddie pool, and he's going straight into the deep end of the ocean. This is going to be a bad night for him, and you guys are going to see it May 10th.
Okay, so he says best fighter in the world, best striker, best grappler, best wrestler. Do you agree?
No, but I can't say much. He beat me, so that's kind of how that plays out. But as of right now, he's the champ. He's the best guy in the world. So maybe he's not the best striker, maybe he's not the best at those single aspects, but when he puts it together, as of right now, he is the world champion. So he gets to say things like that. And until I get my get back, I just kind of sit back and let him say stuff like that. But I'll get it back. Jack's no easy out for him though. Belal is very confident, and he should be. Like I would definitely favor him in that fight. But Jack can knock out a horse, so he's gotta be worried about Jack's hands for sure.
How does your fight play out? How does it end?
I win. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to make it exciting, whether it's ground and pound from the top, submission. I'm looking for a finish. I'm healthy. I'm happy, and I'm hungry. So you're going to get the best version of me that night. And I really, truly believe I'm going to get a finish and just cement where I'm at in this division.
Delighted for you, man. So happy that this worked out for you. Good luck in the next month. Safe travels over there.
Yes.
Enjoy London. You're not going to get a lot of cheers. I just want to let you know they're not going to love you there.
That's all right. That's all right with me.
But no one likes Philly sports guys, anyways. Outside.
No one likes us. We don't care. We're good to go.
Good luck. Can't wait for it, and we'll be waiting for you when you come back.
Monday morning when I get back. Let's go.
Thank you so much. There he is, the
All right,
great
brother. Yep.
Sean Brady. Congratulations to him on getting this massive fight. Looking forward to it, March 22nd. Does that suffice for you, GC? Is that okay? Are you at peace with everything that
No,
he?
I'm definitely not at peace.
Okay.
But I mean, I can accept his excuses for now. A new child, a potential #1 contender spot if he beats Leon Edwards. That's enough for now. But the ducking allegations will not stop until he gets on the bike and goes toe to toe with me.
As far as excuses go, baby, potential, title eliminator,
Right.
Super
Still
Bowl.
excuses.
Yeah, but
Not
pretty good.
reasons for avoiding the ride.
Yeah.
But they are good excuses.
The way I see it, just gives you more time.
Yeah.
He's going to
I've
be
been in
beating
the
himself
lab.
up. He's training for a fight. He's going in there.
Yeah.
25 minutes probably with Leon Edwards.
Might give me time to do a cycle of EPO.
No drug testing here.
No drug testing here,
Vada
baby.
schmata,
Nah.
none of that.
No
USADA,
permissions.
no way. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.